First of all, I'm not going to sit here and say that the Knicks lost because of Donald Trump. Donald Trump wasn't on the court. He wasn't on the bench. He wasn't the coach. He was up in a suite and he was asleep. Sleepy Donnie. But I will say this. Donald Trump being at game 3 after years of tarnishing the NBA product and showing up when said team, like the New York Knicks, which is a part of the product that he has tarnished, is like being a part of a group project and saying, oh, we're going to fail, we're going to fail, we're going to fail. And then when we pass and when we ace the project, here this bozo comes and says, oh, yeah, it was a great team effort. Hold up. You hated on us. But here's the thing about Donald Trump and him hating. He never hated on playing on the actual basketball being played. He hated how some of these athletes recognized that they were more than athletes. This is an individual whom, in my opinion, does not truly believe in freedom of expression. Unless that freedom of expression praises him, idolizes him, puts him in a positive light, constantly berates, belittles, demeans these athletes when they take a kneeling of the American flag, not disrespecting the men and women who have given their lives so that I and others can walk this country freely. Nah. And I can say that because my father is an Air Force veteran. My grandfather is an Army veteran. These athletes protested the racist, bigoted attacks on Black Americans at the hands of the people who are meant to protect us. But here he is at a New York Knicks game, sleep. It's quite funny how the people who tell LeBron James to shut up and dribble are the very people who kiss Donald Trump's feet. But when Drew Brees speaks on what the flag means to him, it's, oh, you really love your country, Drew Brees. You really admire the men and women who really gave their lives for us. As a Black man, it's very important that some of my white friends understand that the way you view America is not the same as I view it. We got clowns in the media space who didn't like how Abdul Carter called out Jackson Dart for introducing President Trump, not even realizing that Abdul Carter is a Muslim and that Donald Trump has repeatedly attacked the Muslim community. He put a whole travel ban on them. Oh, Abdul Carter, you shouldn't have called out your teammate publicly like that. Hold up. Maybe y'all should be telling Jackson Dart that he shouldn't have introduced a president who is Islamophobic, who is a racist, who is a sexist. It's a problem when Abdul Carter speaks on something, but when Jackson Dart is introducing the very man that is in the Epstein files, it's, oh, you shouldn't have attacked him like that. That should have been a locker room conversation. So I say all that to say this. For an individual like the president of the United States, who is probably the most insecure president we have ever had in the history of this country, for an individual of his stature to completely tarnish the NBA product simply because he does not want to empathize with these black athletes that he watched or tried to watch because he fell asleep, and the fact that the world views them differently, nothing more than a bunch of entertainers, and aren't capable of having platforms that causes them to be seen as more than an athlete. This brother does not stand on business. And that is the problem. We have a president who does not want to recognize that there are people who are suffering under this dude. Minority communities, black, Hispanic, Asian, different minority communities who are subject to racist, bigoted ideology because of this individual that has created a forum of comfortability among people who have the gall to say what they say on social media but won't say it to their face. But see, that's just it. They now have developed the comfortability to say it to these people's faces, including people that look like me. Some of y'all will be like, this is not about politics. We can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree. Unless our disagreement is rooted in my oppression. So disrespectfully, I don't care that Donald Trump showed up to the game because he never liked the product anyway. Oh, but he's such a huge Knicks fan. Who cares? We live in a world where you could be cheering on your favorite athlete and your favorite athlete is black. But some of y'all just look at them as just another nigga. That's it. A nigga who's just athletic. A nigga who is not capable of having an education. A nigga who is not capable of creating generational wealth for his family. Just a nigga that just gets money, cries when he's unhappy, and gets the girls and makes a boatload of cash, touchdowns, home runs, slam dunks, the whole nine. That's genuinely how I believe some people view these black athletes, as just another nigga. But what these black athletes have shown y'all in the last 6 years, they are so much more than commodities. They are so much more than entertainers. They are so much more than athletes. They're educators. They're teachers. They're business owners. They're husbands. They're fathers. They're community leaders. I don't know what it is that the president has against black people. I don't know what it is that the president has against minorities. But you can't preach American prosperity without people that look like me. Without people that look like my mother. Without people that are a part of the Asian community. Without people that are part of the Hispanic community. You cannot preach American prosperity without the contributions of immigrants who have come to this country. Immigrants have built this country. And that's the issue with this administration. Because this administration wants to lock up books on black history. This administration wants to teach the benefits of the inhumane treatment of people that looked like me 400 years ago. See, it's to some of y'all, it's race baiting. But it's only race baiting to you if you never had to worry about your race being an issue when you just trying to get a cup of coffee. When you just going to the park to sit on the bench. When you're just walking with a hoodie on your head. It's very simple. That's why I love this country. I do. And I love the people who've built this country. So I know I kind of veered off topic just a little bit, but I just want to say Donald Trump, disrespectfully, the work you're doing in trying to eliminate our history and our culture, the culture of Hispanics, the culture of Asians, it's not going to work, bro. Cuz even when you try to tarnish the product of the NBA that is made up of mostly black men, here you are still wanting to watch them hoop. I thought it was a bad product. I thought the viewership numbers were down. Before you even arrived, this was the best playoffs in a minute. And last year's playoffs were pretty good too. And the playoffs before that. I digress. You guys have a great night.